Hey, Coach. So I know that you've expressed this before, that sometimes it's a mental issue coming in. So was there something that shifted during the second half?
What was that
Second
stretch at the end of the second quarter? And in all honesty, our approach and competitiveness wasn't where it needed to be to start the game. And made enough plays offensively to stay in the game, but that last minute 40 of the first half, is where I think unraveled. And from that point, they had the life and energy. They were playing with a lot more pace, and we were always on our heels trying to catch up.
Was this one of those games where the offense was affected by the defense?
Both were affected. I mean, obviously the defensive part, KD is going to get what KD gets. He gets it every night. But to have six other guys, get loose and play with a level of ease and comfort, really can't happen. You're not going to win a lot of basketball games that way.
Wes, your team had a stirring victory in Philly in which everyone felt like they were tied together. How does a performance like this after a high like that occur?
It's a good question. Very disappointing. And I mean, I'm not pointing blame at players, across the board. We all got our butts kicked tonight. That's the bottom line. We all have to own that. And it's embarrassing. But I thought it started with our approach. Our approach was lackluster. I think we thought we could ease our way into a game where we felt they didn't have a complete complement roster-wise, and it turned around and bit us in the butt.
Wes, you guys did get some threes going early. Just when that faded, what was going to get the message to the guys on the sideline and trying to pull them out of it? How did you want them to start doing that?
Well, I want us to tighten up defensively. You get stops, you get easy transition opportunities. But we had zero resistance at the point of attack. Guys went wherever they wanted to get. They had 60, I think, in the paint. So it's being able to keep bodies in front was an issue, and it does affect your offense. If you always taking the ball out of the net, they're always at the free throw line, and now you're playing against a set defense. So if we got some stops, we get some easy ones, and we didn't get any stops.
Did anyone speak up in the locker room after this one, or was it just you?
A couple of guys spoke during the game. So I mean, it was positive in nature, but when we learn our lesson, they flat out beat us. They beat us. Okay, that's going to happen some nights. Shots aren't going to fall. Great players will make great plays, but our approach, our competitiveness wasn't there.
Wes, do you think that what's going on with the Nets kind of spilled over into?
That's hard to tell. I mean, that's their problem, and they seem to remedy that tonight. I thought it was about us. We didn't do the things we needed to do. That showed. Thank you.
Mr. Aldridge,
Sir,
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Great.
good. Can you clear up what your message this afternoon was?
Yeah, so it's unfortunate, but my tweet got completely taken out of context. Probably a product of wrong place, wrong time, for sure. Obviously anyone that knows me knows my character. I'm all about peace and love. I don't condone any discrimination and hate of any race, religion, politician, whatever you want to call it. But just unfortunate in the world we live in and how, we all don't think the same. So.
You referred to truth in your tweet. What were you referring to?
That was in reference to a personal matter in my life. I would tell you guys, but I don't think my family and friends would appreciate me airing them out. But yeah.
You're surprised that without the context that many people did think that you were referencing highly urban.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, waking up and, actually looking back at, not looking back now, but looking back 30, 40 minutes prior after the tweet, you see everybody talking about it. Um, just really unfortunate, wrong place, wrong time. Obviously it's pretty big news right now. And, people definitely look into finding whatever they can, especially with this topic. So, just being unfortunate, it's wrong place, wrong time. Obviously, like I said, I don't condone anything of that. Never have, never will. I mean, this is unfortunate. I think that, at the end of the day, people have the right to their own opinions and how they think and how they feel. And it's up to you to side with them or not, might be a little bit of miseducation, but, I can't really speak for that man. Why is the popularity for Kyrie so strong among the players? What do you mean? Why is he so popular? Before all this, just in general, why is it that Kyrie has such a huge following inside the NBA? Have you seen him play basketball? Yeah, I mean, Game 7 is finals. He's a hell of a basketball player. We love basketball, so I think that a lot of that popularity comes from just seeing the artistry within him from a basketball standpoint.
We just talked to Danny about the whole situation also. Just wondering, when you see something like that, that you obviously have a foreign Jewish player on your team. Does it go through your mind like, let me reach out to him and see how he's feeling, or do you kind of just want to let him do the team? How do you feel that?
I mean, I'm always a proactive person. I've been that way my entire life. So, seeing everything, just sending him a text, because he is my teammate. And I understand that. I understand he is Jewish. And probably, if he didn't know, probably could have potentially hurt him. But no, we're all good. We're all good. Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Shit. What went wrong? It was just a tough game. I feel like for us, this may be crazy to say, but we kind of gave Kevin, a little bit too much respect. Just from a standpoint of, coming in, double teaming him off the rip, which is good. You want to get the ball out of his hands, but I think we allowed other players on their team and collectively their offense to really gain momentum and have a flow throughout the entire game. I felt like everybody hit at least a 3 on their team. And, I think we just started off on the wrong foot. And then offensively, we didn't really get much. I don't know what we scored, 86 points. So it's a tough night.
Now, is that had a stern win in Philly? Everyone seemed to tune. How did a 40-point loss like this happen? Letdown, an emotional letdown.
We just didn't come out and we had no competitive spirit. We didn't play hard. From top to bottom, everything. We just, we had a couple good runs. I think we got the game within 2 in the first half. I think it was like 54-56 or something, and then it kind of just got out of hand. Didn't make enough shots. And we were just playing in a rotation all night, coming off a double and then just flying around. And those guys, credit to them, they made a lot of great shots, a lot of tough shots, and they made the right basketball play pretty much every possession. I feel like if you look at their season, that was probably their best offensive night, I would say. So. What do you mean? No. No, I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Sorry to clarify your my question. Were you saying you texted Danny today after the tweet?
After my nap, when I had a million text messages and death threats. But keep going. Okay. What
You can't just drop that. How did you, what do you mean?
do you mean?
What do you mean about death threats?
There's just a lot of assumptions out there. And just a lot of just crazy stuff out there. A lot of messages back and forth, social media. Yeah.
How did someone threaten your life?
I mean, I don't know. It's probably bots at this point. I don't know who is behind the mic, who's behind the tweets, but there were a few of those. But it all stems from just wrong place, wrong time, misinterpretations. So I get it. It's not the end of the world. Appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I left my backpack and everything. Joke, no, it's not funny.
Maybe that it was happening. I don't know. He was on when I walked in. Yeah.
Figure it out back then. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Home press, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I think we can really identify ourselves. Your team had a emotional win, a strong win before you feel. Do you feel like there was a letdown tonight? And if so, how did that happen?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It was a letdown. It was definitely a step back on the defensive end. We showed no resistance, no physicality, really no pride and on that end of the floor. I think that's what it came down to. And we didn't have it at all tonight.
The strip you had on KD in the second quarter, I think was the first turnover you guys forced all night. It was like 1.5 quarters in. Was that a product of the defense or were they doing something to protect the ball?
I mean, they were doing a really good job. We started off early and we were doubling Kev. And I think we left kind of Royce open for the first couple of threes and got him going. We were always just kind of behind in everything, all of our rotations, and that kind of kicked us in the butt. When you're trying to take the ball out of Kevin's hands, we have to be better at understanding who we're closing out to, understanding the drivers versus shooters, and that's just knowing our personnel, which we should be better at. There's no excuse for that. But you're gonna have nights like that. Sometimes, I mean, hopefully not 40-point nights like shit tonight, but I mean, they did a really good job of just moving the ball. The ball was hopping, it wasn't sticking. Even in Kevinton, it wasn't sticking. Like it was moving. He was quick, decisive with his moves and decision making. I just crowded up under him, so he doesn't. I know he doesn't like that for most guys.
Brad, Kevin does get hot like that. Is there anything you can do defensively to kind of slow him to get in this way or West telling you?
We've been watching him for how long? I don't know. I mean, there's ways, obviously. I mean, you definitely can take the ball out of his hand, double him, blitz him, make him uncomfortable, foul him. But I mean, he's still going to be aggressive. He's still going to put pressure on you. He's not going to stop attacking. He has a killer mindset, so you gotta be ready for everything. And then even tonight, he had like 10 assists, something like that, 11. So he's very active. He's active, moving the ball, sharing it, and he played well tonight. He played an overall game.
Everything going on. Then we got what did you make of everything that was kind of unfolding?
It was a crazy week. That's it. And I didn't really have a opinion about anything. I didn't really read much into what Kyrie posted or anything. I just know it wasn't good. And I was aware of the Spurs thing and all that stuff. That's not in our camp, so I don't really dive too deep into it. I talked to Denny a little bit the other day about how he felt about the situation, and he shared it, but then I don't have an opinion on it, honestly. I don't even remember the first thing I looked at, honestly. But yeah, I mean, we didn't shoot it well. We didn't defend well. It was very simple. It was not like it was a difficult game to dissect. Yeah, we got our ass kicked.
Do you think any of the noise surrounding the Nets team impacted your guys' effort coming into this game?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say the only thing maybe is the fact we knew Kyrie wasn't playing, and we might have like let off the gas in that regard and thought it was going to be easy coming into the night. But all what they have going as an organization, that has nothing to do with us and what we got going and how we go about our day. So,
Obviously, you guys will watch the film and try and get some takeaways, but more or less, you just kind of trying to flush this and move on.
Yes and no. We still have to get better from it. We can't just keep flushing games and just thinking we can just move on. We gotta learn from them, get better from them. Can't keep making the same mistakes, especially when you make a good stride and you beat a team like Philly and you worked hard on the road for that win. You got to be able to maintain that consistency, and I got to do a better job making sure we're ready to go on a nightly basis. So we got two teams that's coming up that are super athletic, push the ball. We thought, Philly was fast. We thought this game was fast paced. These next two are gonna be crazy. So we got to have our track shoes on, and we got to make sure that we're physical because Memphis is super physical. They hit first and they keep hitting. Charlotte's the same way. So we got to make sure that we're ready to go tomorrow. Good.